Hello, my beautiful, lovely gamers. My name is Jonal. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is supposed to be launched on the 25th. It's not that far. It's the 18th when I'm recording this. That's very, very soon. Of course, I will be making sure I get a review up to you guys. I don't have any ties with any big gaming companies, so I will make sure that I get a review, an honest review, to you guys as fast as possible as I can, so you guys don't have to buy this blindly or listen to other critics that may or may not be dissing out a little bit too high numbers. Won't name some channels, but we all know, right? So let's talk about a statement that we made. The post-launch support of the game. Loot boxes, pay-to-win weapon, DLC weapon, all this kind of bullshit that happened in Black Ops 4 with insane pay-to-win weapon. There's a semi-auto sniper in Black Ops 4 that one-shots people to the body. It's semi-auto. It's just there, right? There's so much bullshit in Black Ops 4 that just enrages me. And well, most of us, including myself, are pretty skeptic that there will be some way to unlock pay to win aspect. But according to a new blog post that Activision put out, they're saying that this won't be the case. Now, there's two things that you need to remember. Number one, the same way that Black Ops 4 was told that there wasn't going to be any loot boxes, no pay to win mechanics, and and for example, all the characters for Black Ops was supposed to be only unlockable or whatever it's called. The Battle Royale mode was only supposed to be unlockable by through grinding the game, not paying for them. And of course that was not the case. And what they used as the argument for why that is because the developers was told that this was how it was going to go. They told the public, and then some CEO on the top changed it. And then it's like, oh, we don't have any power about it. And that's a really scummy way to use your developers. To, okay, yeah, we're going to design this, of course, only with no pay to win in mind. And then they go and tell people that, and everybody's like, cool, and they pre-order and whatever. And then some CEO changes, and now it's Activision changing it, not the game, and they will make money of it, without, to a certain extent, be able to defend their developers in a way that, oh, they didn't know when we did this. Let's talk about the statement. Of course, before we start, a like on the video helps against the abusive YouTube algorithm, which suppresses all videos that are not Overwatch content. And of course, a comment down below, because I would genuinely like to hear your opinion. Do you think that this is going to happen, that they will remove all loot boxes, as the statement says? Or do you agree on me, that you're very skeptics, that there's something else, there's something underlining? Might not be loot boxes, but something. That's what I believe. Write to your comments down below. It also does help the video getting engagement and hopefully not being suppressed. Now, let's talk about it. So they're saying that they will remove all season passes and all paid DLC multiplayer map packs to ensure that everyone can play together. Great. I believe that. This happened before. I think it happened in Black Ops. I do believe it happened in Black Ops 4. I'm not 100% sure. But I know that there's other of their games that this happened to. The season pass seems to be more and more withered away. So I actually do believe that. They will deliver free post-launch multiplayer maps and modes for all players. And they will also be giving them out simultaneously to all platforms, meaning PS4, all post-launch content will not be exclusive to PS4 first and then us. It will be given to everybody flat on the board, which I again think is great. It's the whole, like, cross-platform, we play together style, which they have. Again, you have to give them credit for that, because I think that's great, making sure that everybody gets it, so on. It also keeps, for them, it's also really good, because if their goal is a cash shop and then they want more active players, is they are more active players if everybody plays together. There's more players on the game, logically, and by keeping everybody together and keeping all crowds pleased, they will make some money of it, and it's also just great for the consumer. So good job, Activision. That's actually good. Now, then they say that they will be introducing a new battle pass system, not a loot box system. Okay, so they're saying not a loot box system. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, but it's not a loot box system. It's a random roll, or it's a random drop from like something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Or and it just sounds sinister. And listen, am I crazy for thinking this? I would like to hear. Do you agree that they might just put a very, very grindy battle pass where you have to buy something, like an EXP booster for a battle pass, or buy the tier straight out? Like for example, some good weapons are timed. They're time exclusive for this season's battle pass, and the only way to get them is to grind to max level, for example max level, and that takes so much time that they know that the average working person that doesn't have the time, that has a family or whatever, just in general doesn't have time to just sit and play 4, 5, 6 hours a day, they will not be able to complete this in time. Am I the only one that thinks that is a very big likelihood that will happen? Of course, again, it's only because, like, if this was another gaming company, I wouldn't think like that, but it's Activision. And the stuff that's happened in the past, it's just so stupid. Now, they also say that the new Battle Pass system will allow players to see the content that they're earning or buying. Okay, yeah, cool. I like that. And as I understand it, there will also be some form of cash shop, right? Like, that's fine. That's like probably something in the same style of Fortnite, because Fortnite makes a shit ton of money of it. So it's probably some kind of cosmetic cash shop. Fine. Now here's where I got shady about the entire what can I say, the entire article, and that is this. They say that all functional content that has an impact on game balance, such as base weapons and attachments, can be unlocked simply by playing the game. Can be unlocked. So if it can be unlocked simply by playing the game, what is the other way of unlocking it? That's my question. Because it doesn't say, if it's all functional content that has impact on game balance, such as weapons and attachment, will only be unlockable by playing the game. Or is unlockable by playing the game. Or can only be unlocked by playing the game. Right? Okay? But why is it can be? And again, it might just be me reading into it. I might be crazy. I might just be crazy. And on the whole, like, how the fuck are Activision gonna fuck the consumer? Because there's just so much. Like, they fucked up Modern Warfare 2 Modern Warfare Remastered, so COD 4 Remastered. They fucked up that with microtransaction. They fucked up Black Ops 4. They fucked up Black Ops 3. So I'm just like, I don't trust anything that comes out from them right now. And again, please, Activision, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Make me look like I'm crazy and I'm just like, oh, they said can here, or they said like, oh, there's like these small like nuances that they worded which could be, which could be interpreted in certain ways. But at the same time, am I crazy though? That's the question. So please do prove me wrong, Activision. Make this game, please make this game the game where that just revamps Call of Duty. And imagine that. Imagine that. Because COD 4 has such a new player base and such a big player base and such a big fan base that a lot of people were praising it for. There's of course people that was hating on it, but it is such a revolution for the game with a new engine. It's a fresh start. Imagine if it's really good, decisions, really good consumer decisions with loot boxes on. Imagine that. That would be so amazing. Now, in the end of the article, it says this. Understandably, there are still questions around how the economy will evolve throughout the post-launch live seasons, which is another word of saying, we know you guys don't trust us, but please, just listen. And they say this: we recognize this will take time to fully demonstrate. Please, know we are committed to deliver a fair system guided by principles we are outlined here, and we'll continue to monitor feedback and player engagement to help us achieve this goal. But that sounds very much like a PR bullshit statement. Okay? We will monitor player engagement. So does that mean that if you guys see enough people spend money on it and enough YouTubers making these like, the new M16 in Call of Duty Modern Warfare from a loot box is overpowered and really good, guys, and so you guys should buy the loot box? Is that positive player engagement? Is that an argument for trying to keep it? For me, that sounds like a bullshit PR statement. It sounds like, please buy our game, please trust us, we will make this right. So I will of course continue to keep you guys updated as soon as the game comes out and as soon as loot boxes and so on implemented. So again, subscribing to the channel, bell notification, liking against the abusive dragon, and giving me your honest opinion, either as a veteran or as a new guy, or just in general. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is pure bullshit? Am I crazy? Or do you agree with me that there is something, it smells a little bit like bullshit to me? And it might just be me just having like, abandonment issues or like abusive home issues from Activision and previous Call of Duty titles. But at the same time, like, I think that it's very fair to look very, very critically at what they're trying to tell us, because it feels like we have heard this sentence over and over again, and at least I'm getting very tired of getting told the same thing, and then seeing consumers, okay, cool, we trust you, Activision, you guys have made so many good games from our childhood, Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, we trust you, here's our money, and then they just do a 180 on us. And that's what it feels like, and if this is another one where it's just like empty words to just get more people to pre-order, get more people to buy the game on launch, I don't know what will happen to the franchise. And I think that would be like one of the few last buckets, at least for me and a lot of other Call of Duty fans. I think that will be like where we just like, where at least I just like say, okay, fuck it, I'm done with Call of Duty. So again, please take care of yourselves, stay positive. I love you guys. very much. And always, my name is Jonal, and you guys, keep me.